Okay, welcome everybody back to Steve Talks Boxing X, STBX, where we talk real boxing with the real boxing fans. And welcome to the special guide to anyone who's interested in fight predictions. And we're covering this Saturday's fight, of course, AJ versus Dubois and the full undercard. And joining me is Darren Aston. Thanks for coming back on, Darren.
Cheers, Steve. Great to be back on for an absolute monster card this weekend.
Yep, it's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. What I forgot to mention is the rematch is on. We originally had this first beers and snacks competition for the Saudi card, and we're doing it again. So the closest with predictions wins, and the loser must buy the beers and snacks, which was you last time, Darren, as I remember.
Won't be this time.
Yeah, not to rub it in or anything like that. So, I think, is this going to be repeat or revenge?
Revenge will be sweet, trust me.
Sure. We'll see. We'll see. We've got some fights to go through. The plan is 1 point for the correct fighter. So if you guess the correct fighter of the fight, and 2 points for the exact method. If it's KO, stoppage, or even points, or even a draw. So if you want to play along, obviously, you guys at home may want to pause and grab a pen and paper and play along with us, or just write in the comments below. So the first fight we're going to hit you with, Darren, is Mark Chamberlain versus Josh Padley. So who wins your end?
Yeah, I think it's. I think this is going to be a routine win for Mark Chamberlain. I expect Josh Padley to, first 3 or 4 rounds, make him work a little bit. I have ummed and ahed thinking, can Josh Padley take him the distance? But I still think Mark Chamberlain's going to carry on his KO streak at the minute on the Saudi card. So I'm going to go for Chamberlain, probably mid-round stoppage.
Mid-round stoppage. See, I've agreed. I think Chamberlain with you, but I'm saying points this time. So a points win. I don't know a lot about Padley, to be honest with you, but I had a quick brief look at the record, and it seems durable anyway. So
yeah, he's undefeated as well.
Exactly.
I do think he'll give him some rounds.
Yeah,
but I expect Chamberlain midway to stop him. I think.
Yeah, I'm not seeing how many this is scheduled for. Last time I checked Box Rec, it didn't say how many it was scheduled for. So I'm guessing 10, maybe 12. I'm not sure. So
yeah, I looked at that as well, mate, and I couldn't find that either.
No,
but I wondered, will it be a 10-rounder or something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Sure. And next fight, we're having obviously the replacement. Liam Davis pulled out this week with the virus, so we got Ishmael Davis.
Liam Smith.
Yeah, Liam Smith even. Well corrected. Liam Smith pulled out. Yep. And we got Ishmael Davis stepping in for him against Josh Kelly. So who wins that one, Darren?
I think this is a very intriguing fight. I really do. I think this could be a tougher fight than the Liam Smith one. I think the telltale factor with both of them is they've both beat Troy Williamson.
Yeah.
Which isn't easy. Went the distance with both of them. If you're going to look at who done the better job, Josh Kelly done a better job than Ishmael Davis. He pretty much took Troy Williamson apart, to be honest, Josh Kelly, whereas Ishmael Davis didn't do as good a job, but they've both got a unanimous decision win over him. So I think it's going to be a tough fight. And I think Ishmael Davis is going to run Josh Kelly very close, but I expect Josh Kelly just to have a little bit too much at this stage because I think he's in the ascendancy at the minute.
Yeah.
Very, very close points win for Josh Kelly.
Yeah. I agree. And fair play for Ishmael Davis for stepping up.
Absolutely.
This last minute. He seized the opportunity to step on this stage and fight, obviously, Josh Kelly at short notice. But I'm agreeing with you on that one. I think it will be Kelly's on the cards as well of points. So I'm totally agreeing with that one. So we've got a joint one there with you, Darren. Next one, Joshua Buatsi against Willie Hutchinson. Who wins?
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, should be good.
Because there's a good bit of needle with it. Hutchinson's winding up Buatsi like he does with his opponents. Hutchinson builds his fights up very well. He did last time with Craig Richards. The common opponent here for both of them is Craig Richards. I mean, Joshua Buatsi beat him in 2022, and then Hutchinson beat Craig Richards last time on a Saudi card. So they've got a common opponent again. Hutchinson done the better job, but you know, since 2022 when Buatsi beat him, you know, he has aged in his fight. So tough fight this is, but I think Buatsi's just going to have a little bit too much. So I'm going to go Buatsi points.
Okay. I agree with that. Totally agree. It is a tough kind of pick and fight. And I'm done hard on my decision. I was thinking Buatsi, but I'm just based on Hutchinson. Buatsi can blow hot and cold for me. And if it is a cold night, Hutchinson will seize that opportunity. And I'm going for a Hutchinson's points decision on this one. I just think, I don't know, I think maybe the timing's right for Hutchinson. Catch Buatsi on the bad night, he could certainly get that win. That's my logic behind it.
Yeah, you are right about Buatsi. He does sometimes, you know, he doesn't always put his foot on the gas, does he?
No. Yeah, but we've seen it before, and I think Hutchinson could be good timing for him anyway. So, but definitely good 50-51 now. Obviously, Liam Smith, Josh Kelly's off the bill. I think that's a real tight fight. But then again, I was saying the next fight again. For me, this is a bit of a 50-51. Anthony Kakachi against Josh Warrington. So, who wins your end, Darren?
Another good fight. I think it'll be exciting, and I think it is going to go the distance. This one. I think that Josh Warrington's going to win this because.
Really?
I think people are looking. Yeah, I do. I think people are looking at
time out the ring as well. So is that...
Yeah, I think he. Well, I look at things like Anthony Kakachi's in the ascendancy here with his win over Cordina last time. Warrington's stepping up again in weight. Yeah, but I think like Warrington is going to the correct weight now, and I also think people overlook that Lee Wood fight a little bit. Okay, he lost, he got stopped, but let's be honest about it. Warrington was really doing a good job on Lee Wood at the time. And I think he was performing really well. And I think Warrington, with what's happened with the IBF here as well, I do think, you know, he's going to have that bit of needle in him to spur him on. And I've just got a feeling Warrington's going to win on points. I think he's got the skill to beat Kakachi on points,
Yeah. Well, I saw an interview with him this week, and he said he's much happier at the weight as well, isn't he? You know, he feels, you know, happier at the weight. And, you know, a happy fighter, you know, is a good fighter if he's happy, not worrying about weight so much. It's one less thing to worry about. For me, I think Warrington's done. I think he's done. I think he's past his sell-by date. Kakachi's on a good momentum at the moment. I'm going for Kakachi knockout.
Knockout?
I know he's not got much punch, you know, power, but I think it will be a stoppage rather than a knockout. I think it'd be a, you know, barrage of punches rather than a clean knockout. I think Warrington's done personally in my end, but we shall see.
Well, the thing is about Kakachi, okay, he stopped Cordina. There's lots of excuses about the weight and that, but no one was expecting Kakachi to stop Cordina, so you never know. But no, I think Warrington points.
Yeah, okay. Next one, again, a good fight, this one. Hamza Shiraz versus Tyler Denny. Fair play to Denny for taking this fight. Big step up. Who wins?
Well, I've heard lots of people with this one saying Hamza Shiraz is going to destroy him. I really think that Tyler Denny's going to put in a good performance here. I'm not expecting him to win, but I do think he's going to shock a few people with his durability here. I think Shiraz is going to put the punishment on him, but I think he's going to be able to absorb it. And I think he's going to really put on a creditable display. But I think Hamza Shiraz will win on points, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as what some people think.
Yeah. Well, I think the same with you. You know, Tyler Denny's always been the underdog. He's always, you know, not been the favourite in the fight. And he seems to, you know, pour out these awesome performances. But personally, I think it will be a tough fight for Denny. Ultimately, I think Shiraz will get the stoppage knockout for me. But like you said, he put on a good performance, a tough performance. We know Tyler Denny is there to fight. He's not there just for
yeah.
today. He put everything, his heart on the sleeve for this fight.
And his momentum's with him at the moment as well. He's had some good wins. The momentum's building with him. He's really on a good run at the minute, and I think that will spur him on a lot as well. And in front of the Wembley crowd, 96,000 fans, this is his gold medal winning fight type thing. I think he really will show a good display compared to what a lot of people think.
Yeah, and like I said, right off, Tyler Denny at your peril as well, because he loves to upset people. But for me, I think Hamza Shiraz is just a little bit more classy, bit more power. And I think that will succumb to a knockout in the end. Probably late-ish knockout or stoppage from me. And now for the big one itself, Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois. Who wins?
Well, I think why it lasts, it's going to be exciting, and everyone basically is saying the same thing. It's not going to go the distance. I'm on that bandwagon as well. It's a very interesting fight. There is thoughts in your head where you think, if Daniel Dubois lands, Joshua's leg's going to go to jelly. How's he going to recover? We haven't seen his chin tested for a while now, and that's where Daniel Dubois comes into his fight, where he is a guy with the punch power, who's an actual boxer who can hurt Anthony Joshua. Is Joshua going to go to the trenches? Is he going to try and box on the jab? And we don't know. But for me, all I can see in this fight is, I think that Anthony Joshua is going to land before Dubois.
Yeah, right. By any chance?
Well, yeah, right hand.
Do you think it will be a battle of the right hands at one stage? Would they be slugging it out, do you think, at one stage?
Well, I think the one thing that's guaranteed is if they both start slugging it out, if either chins take the blows, they're both going to be sluggish after 4 rounds, because they're two big muscle-bound guys.
Yeah.
If they get in a tear-up, they will gas. If you look at Joshua in the past, if he's got into tear-ups, he gasses. We don't know the newfound Joshua under Davison. What's he going to be like put under pressure? Because he hasn't really had any as such since he's been with Ben Davison. Dubois on a high at the minute with his wins he's had lately. But I fear that Joshua gets to him first. And when you look at the Hrgovic fight with Dubois, the way Hrgovic landed a lot in the first few rounds, I don't think Daniel Dubois will be able to take them off Anthony Joshua. And if he does, I think he might go into his shell. And that's my fear with this fight. I mean, obviously, me and you are going to be in attendance. And I'm always one of those guys watching the fight when you've paid for the main event thinking, please get over 3 or 4 rounds. Please get over that, because you want your money's worth, even though the card's really good.
Yeah.
But I just fear that it's going to be a Joshua in about 4
rounds. Wow. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going for a Joshua knockout. I think it's only a matter of time. Dubois, he's not got the best of guards, to be honest with you. And I think that right hand or combination of right hands will get to him. I think I'm saying round 8 for for this one. Anthony Joshua, round 8. And that's obviously for the tiebreaker. If we're tied on points, you've gone for 4, I've gone for 8. But I think it'd be only a matter of time, and then that will succumb. And you mentioned we kind of want a stoppage that night, because especially if it's getting late and Liam Gallagher's singing his song.
Yeah.
You're kind of thinking, oh God, come on, put the boxing on now. If it's 11 o'clock. And I'm looking at my watch, I'm thinking, I've got to get home still. So hopefully, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Hopefully, we'll get a stoppage rather than a distance cards decision anyway. So, but that's brilliant, Darren. Please, everyone at home, please let us know your thoughts on the fights below if you agree with our predictions. Thank you, Darren, for your time. Obviously, we'll hopefully see you on Saturday as well. Everyone at home, enjoy the fights on Saturday. Support the channel if you can. Everyone with likes, subscriptions, and comments again as normal. But yeah, appreciate your time, Darren.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
Thank you.